Okay, I'm back, y'all, for part two as promised. So, this Sunday dinner for Easter Sunday, for Resurrection Sunday for my children, is going to be delicious. So, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up with part two. Thank y'all for waiting. Yes, darling. Okay. Kylie wants a pickle, y'all. Can you believe that? Yep, it needs some salt in it. So now what I'm going to do, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and use some cornstarch. I'm going to start out. I'm just going to, you can just sprinkle this cornstarch. I really need a shaker thing, but I don't have one, so I ain't going to worry about it today. See, that was about a tablespoon of cornstarch, okay? And it'll help to thicken everything. I think I smell that bread pudding is about ready to come out of that oven. It's been in there a good hour. I didn't think cornstarch lumped up. That was ridiculous. You put it in there cooking, I see a lump in there. So something to do like it was supposed to. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I think this is going to be enough juice in there. The chicken is well seasoned. Thin it out a little bit more. I don't want it to be too thick. Turn the heat off. Now these are going to be ready to pour that curried up gravy right on top of there. Okay, we're just going to pour it on top like so. I'm going to cover this pan. And it's going in that same 375-degree oven. Same oven. Okay. You know what I did not do that I meant to do it? I'm going to have to do it. I'm not going to put raisins in here. Raisins gives it a little bit of a sweet taste. And since I'm not doing the raisins, I'm just going to put about a teaspoon of brown sugar in there. How's that? That raisins, those raisins will give it. I don't have white raisins. You know how some folk are funny about raisins, so we ain't going to do raisins. Yeah, that's all I needed was just that. I put a teaspoon of brown sugar. Take the place of my raisins today. So brown sugar is representing for raisins today. How about that? Okay. Isn't that a pretty dish? And let me tell y'all what, it's gonna taste just as good as it looks. So all I'm gonna do with this is run it through the oven because again, it's gonna make more juice once that heat cooks the juices out of that chicken. Okay. That oven is fired up. That chicken is still sizzling from that hot burner, and I'm glad of that. Yeah, because when I put it in that oven, we only got to cook it about an hour to 45 minutes, and it's going to be ready. And what you do when you serve this up, you just put it right off the top of your rice. Okay. So this is oven ready, y'all. Make sure that foil is on there as tight as you can get it. So all of that flavor will infuse that chicken, and it'll get as done as it needs to be within that time frame. So now let's see what we're going to take out the oven. My oven is full, y'all. Now, I believe in my heart and in my nose I believe, just wipe off a little spot right here. I believe it's time for the bread pudding to come out. Because remember, that was the first thing that I put in. So I believe it's ready to come out. Uh-oh. Now let's turn the oven back on, please. Start. Okay. So, I'm gonna get my little hand towel things here. There's the bread pudding, folks. It's ready. So where I took the bread pudding out, I'm gonna slide these curry chicken pan right on in. And pretty soon here, my sweet potato cake will be ready to come out. It's not quite ready yet. And when I do that, I can pump up that heat in the oven because I actually want my heat on 400. And I only have it like on 350, I believe. So, got my rice done. I'm gonna go ahead. Let me get this bread pudding over here on the side and let it start to cook. Look at that wonderful bread pudding already. Already, y'all. Already. Okay, bread pudding is out and it's cooling. Time for me to take me a little break, and I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, it's time to get those cabbage in. I have washed them. I have cut them. I got the hot oil in the pan. I have seasoned them with same seasoning I seasoned everything else with. Okay, what I was saying before the sizzle was so loud, I have washed, this is about 3 pounds of cabbage. And all there is to them, like we always do, wash them, cut them to whatever size you want them. It just depends. And I'm seasoning them. This is a seasoning that I made up myself. I have to remember what all I put in there. Everything but the kitchen sink. I put all my Tony Charters. Anything that you got in the cabinet that does not have any salt in it, just go ahead and mix it, and you'll have it pre-mixed. It's so much easier than sprinkling it, you know, one by one by one. So, and then a little extra garlic on top of that. And y'all know I got onions to cut up in there for the flavor. So I got half the cabbage in there now. And got the seasoning. I'm gonna let it cook down just a bit. Now we're not gonna put any extra liquid in here because these cabbage are gonna make their own liquid, and we're gonna cook them down. And then I'm gonna transfer them over to this frying pan here, and then I'm gonna go use the beans to go in this pot here. So let's get that water boiling right there. You know, sometimes things just interchange. And what happened on this thing, I totally forgot I was doing both, so I really want my cabbage to be in that pan right there, and I want my beans in this pan. So I'm just going to let them do what they do, because you got to put the oil in the cabbage also. So let's just give the cabbage a good start off. And I also am going to put a little bit of that smoked turkey neck in there. Just throw it in there just for flavor, and also in the beans. There they came. These smoked turkey necks are not already cooked, but I can just throw them in with the beans. With the cabbage, I think I'm just gonna let the cabbage wilt. Just a steamed cabbage, okay? And while those are steaming in that pot, I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of them started since I had so many. I'm gonna let these. Like that, because that's where I actually want the cabbage right there. So we just got to mix up the pan, and they're going to all end up together here shortly. Okay? So what I'll do is just go ahead and put the seasoning, same seasoning. Okay? And y'all know I always do a little brown sugar and vinegar in my cabbage. Okay? About a fourth of a cup all together. Put an eighth on that side and an eighth on that side. And then what I do is just I use y'all know I use the organic. This just has a little bit better taste. About a couple tablespoons is all you need. Okay. So we're gonna I'm gonna go ahead and put the lid on that one so they both can start steaming. And then when they steam a lot, then they'll go ahead and cook down and you can put them together. Okay. And then I'll be getting my beans ready to go into this pot. And we're basically going to use the same seasoning. Not going to be any different. The very same seasoning. I always like to drop a little piece of green pepper in those cabbage. Just gives it that. And I already got the onions in. Stir that, stir. Oh yeah, that smells so good. Yum, yummy, yum, yummy. And I'm not going to add these over there until they start, until the other ones start to boil. And sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. Okay, I got a big old cleanup. But I'm just rolling today, I really am. I'm not going to even try to tell y'all I'm rolling. I want to get it done. I want to get me another shower and sit back and relax before the kids start coming by to pick up their food. And I've got my cornbread mix sitting over here waiting for me to mix it. So what I think I'm going to do, I need to do a little quick cleanup, so I'll be right back, y'all. Okay, I'm back. This is going to be a part 1 and part 2. This is part 2 of Easter Sunday dinner. Now I'm getting ready to transfer these cabbage over to the other skillet. Okay. Oh yeah. It's ready to go over. These have enough. I need a little bit of juice in there, so these got just enough juice. And what I did for flavor, I slid those chickens out, and they had a lot of broth on them, so I poured some of that broth out of the chicken right over into these cabbage, so it's going to be double good, y'all. It'll give you a double whammy of flavor today. So that's what you can do when you're cooking, you know, especially when you know you got a good broth going, you know you're not pretty much not going to keep it like that. But if you can use it, it's about these cabbage. If you know that you can use it to enhance other things that you're cooking, go ahead and do that. Not gonna hurt a thing. Okay, so all I'm gonna do with this is get it over here and get it incorporated and make sure this here is a little bit of garlic salt. So there's my salt content in there, I think. I'm putting more salt in there, so that's my salt content. So we're gonna, that's hot. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and drop in just this little piece of, I'm just going to take a piece of this smoked turkey neck, just to give it a little bit of a meat flavor. Give these cabbage a little bit of a meat flavor. Just going to drop it right in between there. And that little smoky flavor, you'll be surprised how far that little bit will go. And I'm going to put the rest of it in there as soon as I pour this. Okay, so we're just going to transfer. It's called transfer. So we got those cabbage transferred to that pot. I had a lot of cabbage. I didn't realize there were that many cabbage in there. But I needed them to be in this skillet because that's my bean pot that I had them in. I just wasn't paying attention on. Y'all excuse me a minute. There's that other piece of turkey. Okay, let me get my dishcloth here. My camouflage. I call this my camouflage dishcloth. We need a real wet cleanup over here. One thing about it, when you're cooking, in order to keep up with the cleaner, you have to go ahead. Some stuff and get it right away, especially if you got anything sweet in there. I'm gonna go ahead and lower the heat on those cabbage a little bit. And I think they're pretty much seasoned. But y'all know I'll taste them again when they just about done to make sure they're properly seasoned. So, got those going. Put a lid on them for a little bit. I'm going to crack it a little bit. Then I'm going to get ready to put my beans on. And then that way I'll have everything on. I almost let my, what do you got, my sweet potato cake kind of got dark around the edges. But that's okay. Honey, they're going to eat it just the same. But I'll show it to you. You don't want it that dark, but since it is that dark, that's just the way it is today, y'all. Just left it in a little bit too long, but it'll be okay in the by and by. Okay, let's go here. And we'll go with some, where's my cooking? Okay, here's some corn oil that I'm going to pour into my bean pot, okay? Get it going. And those beans are going to be ready to put in. I'm going to let it heat up real good, and then the beans will be ready. I put my beans in there, my seasonings, some onion, and a little bit of brown sugar, and we're good to go. So I can start putting some of this other stuff away, y'all. So hold on just a minute. I'm just going to go ahead and let this oil heat up, and then I'll come back and we'll talk about how to do these beans. Okay, I know y'all hear that oil crackling and popping. These are frozen, these are food line frozen green beans. These are 2-pound bag size. I'm gonna be cooking 2 of these bags. So let's go ahead and get some onions in between there. And we'll do a little garlic powder in there. About a tablespoon, another tablespoon. This is my seasoning without any salt, so we get all the seasoning and flavoring in there. Really good. We're not going to add any water to this because this is a little garlic salt in there. And we'll go ahead with the tablespoon of brown sugar. So this cabbage is coming along fine. You got those cabbage turned all the way down on low while I'm cooking them. Because you know you don't have to cook the cabbage for about maybe 25, maybe that many, maybe 30 minutes. I hope y'all can hear me over all the ceiling. But this is what happens in the kitchen. I mean, you can't talk this so loud. Okay? Okay. Now that I've got that stirred up, got that pot stirred, I'm going to stir up the pot, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and put my other 2 pounds of beans in there. And the reason why you don't need any water in there is because these beans are frozen. And trust me, they will make all the water that they need to make. Slice the rest of the onion up in there. Okay. I don't have to put a lot of onion, but I do. Because today I have some minced onions. I'm going to put a tablespoon of minced onion right on top of that, okay? So that will take care of a lot of that onion. Got to put some of my cabbage as well. But the minced onions go a long, long way. So, a little bit of that garlic salt on top of that. Put in my other tablespoon of brown sugar. And I put a couple of tablespoons of oil in there. And I'm going to put a little bit of, about a half a stick of Smart Start for that little buttery flavor. Now I've got some butter buds somewhere. Butter buds, where are you? I don't see them right now, but we'll find them. And we're going to do a half teaspoon of black pepper in here. Now these beans here are really, really good. They freeze well, so I'm doing this big old pot full. If the kids all come through, they love green beans. It's always good to have this already cooked, these fresh frozen green beans. So if anybody needs something green to eat, they already cooked. And they freeze well, you can pop them in the freezer. And when you get ready to eat them, just pop them right back out. So I'm going to put this lid over them, turn them, let them cook on high there for a few more minutes. Then we're going to turn them down on medium low and let them cook. So everything is on except for the cornbread. So I'm going to go do a cleanup and we'll be back shortly. Okay, y'all, I decided to go ahead and do a pan of cornbread. I've got it all mixed up. House Archery cornbread mix. Just make it according to the directions on the package. The cabbage are done. The rice is done. The green beans are done. And we're going to wait a little bit here, and we're going to have all the meats out about another 30 minutes. So, excuse me, if I could strangle for no reason. But anyway, in a few minutes, the meat is going to come out probably in about 30 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and get this cornbread into the oven, and we'll be back for the great reveal. Okay, just a little quick tip about these ribs. They're out of the oven. My oven baked spare ribs. What I'm going to do is go ahead and start cutting them because I just like to serve them already cut. So what I do, I have my kitchen scissors. These are used for nothing but in the kitchen. And I cut these slabs in half. I had 3 slabs. Cut them in half. And then what I'm going to do is just take these scissors and get between that bone and cut them into individual riblets, okay? And that way they're just easier to serve that way. And this also helps me to know how nice and tender they are, okay? And when, especially for the little ones, you fix their plate, they're already cut. You ain't gotta go through all the cutting up. Or anybody that's gonna eat them for that matter. And my crew, they're so used to me cutting them, they probably look at me real weird. Even when I cook them on the grill, I still take them off the grill, let them cool down, and cut them up. As you can see, they're too hot for me to put my hands in them, so I have to use my tongs here. But it's not that difficult to do. And I think I'm going to even take them out of this pan, so I can go ahead and wash this pan. I'm going to put them in a throwaway pan, on my little silver foil pans. But that is just one of my little tips I thought I'd just pass on to you. If you want to, you know, I don't know, some people want theirs whole, I don't know, but we like ours like this, so we just eat them like little rib tips, okay? But just try to make sure if you get in between that bone there, it's no big deal. And sometimes those bones, if they're funny made, might be a little bit more difficult. So, anywho, just wanted to come back and show you that I'm going to be getting that chicken out here shortly. I'm going to cut it in quarters. It's right now they're whole chickens, but I want to cut them in quarters so I can go ahead and brush them real good with the marinade. Okay. I think I got about one more half a slab to do. Because like I said, I had 3 nice slabs. I just love Babyback ribs. I mean, you just can't, if I eat ribs, I want the Babyback. And, you know, I'm telling you, Food Line has had these ribs, honey. I don't know what was going on with Babyback ribs, but they were for about 3 or 4 months here. I've been able to buy a slab of ribs for $5. Sometimes they're $7. I don't even mind paying, you know, $7 because usually a slab of Babybacks costs you $10 at least. But they've had these, and they're nice and they're tender, and they are meaty, not really fat and all that kind of stuff. So, and I love those, that little thick short end. Ooh, love it. I think I got one more. I believe my cornbread is calling me, so I just wanted to come back and show you that. I'll be right back when I get the chicken out. Okay, y'all, dinner is ready. First off, the cabbage are done. As we saw earlier, the green beans. There's that curried chicken right there. Coming right on down the line. On the back burner, there's steamed rice. Those are my roasted, smoked, lemon-flavored chickens. I got to cut them in half, in quarters rather. The cornbread and of course those nice barbecue spare ribs, oven baked back there on the back burner. So this dinner is ready and we're ready for it. The flavor train may pull in. We might be just taking some, they might be just doing some to go plates, but nonetheless, I got a dinner ready for my children so that they can still enjoy it and won't have to miss this year of Easter Sunday or Resurrection Sunday dinner. So, listen, thank you guys for hanging in there with me while I was cooking. I'm going to go on the other side of the room and show y'all the dessert, which I almost left in the oven too long. But you know what? I tasted it, honey. You know your food good when it's kind of burnt a little bit and it still tastes good. Honey, them kids going to tear it down. So, hold on just a minute. And I'm going to go over to the other side of the room and we're going to look at dessert and see what's going on with it. Okay? So, let's just back away. Like so, as we're leaving the, ooh, that's a perfect shot. I have to come back and get that shot. So I'm just going to back away, and I'm just going to turn it all the way around over here to the island where the, there's my sweet potato cake and there's the bread pudding. It's kind of a little, stayed in there a little bit longer than I normally would have left it. I kind of got carried away and left it in there, but nonetheless, I cut corners out of that and tasted, honey. It's banging. It's banging, y'all, so they'll still have some dessert. Anyway, I just want to thank y'all one more time for tuning in with me, for hanging out with me, because I've been on here for a little while today. So this Easter Sunday dinner is going to be, or dinner rather, is going to be presented in two parts. I hope you are having a God-blessed Resurrection Sunday and hope that you are still praying without ceasing. We know what we're going through, but we're just trying to keep things as normal as possible. So we're just trying to keep the Sunday dinner going. I know we missed a couple of Sundays, but we're back. I don't know who all's going to come. When I say who all, I mean the children. I don't know if they're going to come sit down and eat, if they just, you know, had their day already planned. Because I didn't put any pressure on them about it. I just told them I cooked. So they'll be here one way or the other, whether they sit down and eat it or come by and get it and take it on with them. Either way works for me, as long as they get that meal that I cooked for them, because it was intended for them. So, listen, guys, keep those guys, continue to pray without ceasing. Be kind to somebody today. Remember why we're celebrating, because Jesus Christ hung on the cross, died for us, and he rose on this third day. So we celebrate that day no matter what. And so we just continue to pray that the end of this crisis comes soon. We don't know how soon. We don't know when. We don't know how it got here. We certainly don't know how it's going to leave. So just want to say thanks again. Love you guys. Keep those prayers going up now so the blessings will continue to come down. I love you. And until I decide to cook again, I'm going to cut out, because I think I hear my little bitty babies coming in the door. Let me see who is that coming in my front door? Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? Who is that coming in that door? I think that's them little ones. I see a baby one. Yeah, so y'all, I got it on just in time for these little bitty ones. Got everything ready to go just in time. Come here, Moo Moo and Tutu. Hey, oh, that's Man. That's one of my big grandbaby children. Let me show y'all who coming in the door.
Hey, Grandma.
Hey, shoot. Stand back over there so I can get you in the. Stand back over there by the door so I can get you coming in the door. Y'all know that's Man, better known as TJ. Man, pick that up right there, Shoe. Thank you, baby. Okay, that's okay. I know you did. Hey, Reed, come here so you can say hey, please. Y'all, hey, look at Pooh. Look at them shoes. Ain't they just sweet? They've been calling me all day to get over here. Get over here. I know y'all ain't finna try to act shy after all of this. Where y'all? Hey, Pooh. Hey. Oh, he got one. You got one over there. Come and say hey to the camera, and then you can go get your little basket. Okay, look her. She said she ain't studying this camera. She won't know her basket. She won't know her basket. Would y'all please say can y'all say Happy Easter?
Happy Easter.
Say, oh, come over here so the camera can hear you say Happy Easter. They said it's so cute. They say Happy Easter. There's Reek. Hey, sugar. Hey, darling. They said they wanted to come over here. They were gonna walk. But anyway, this meal is ready. We're going to sit back, relax, and enjoy here a little bit. Like I said, I don't know who's going to come and sit down and eat it. I don't know who's going to take it to go. But dinner is ready, and thank y'all again for tuning in. Love you guys so much. Continue to pray without ceasing. And please continue to uplift our people who are out there on the front line still fighting and doing what they need to do to help this crisis go by. So love you guys. Keep those prayers going up now so the blessings will continue to come down. Until I cook again, toodaloo.
This our basket over your mom.
Yeah.